Why is NTFS case sensitive? I personally thought that NTFS was case insensitive, since you can type CMD, CMD, CMD or even CMD and still get the command prompt. However, why is it that during a chkdsk :f/r, sometimes it fixes capitalization in some files? If it didn't care about the case, it shouldn't matter about that, and chkdsk shouldn't be checking if it's actually CMD or CMD. Am I right? Where does it actually matter in the file system?
The case sensitivity of a file system is a separate issue from that of an operating system. Latest Windows releases are based on the NT kernel, which inherits a lot of properties of the non-NT Windows 95 and even MS-DOS. Along with the NT kernel, the file system, NTFS, was designed to be case sensitive, to be POSIX compliant. Although the Win32 subsystem does not support file names that only differ by case sensitivity, it is possible to create those files with lower-level system calls.
It actually isn't NTFS that you are inquiring about. NTFS is the file system. Your question is really about the case sensitivity of the Windows command shell. They're completely different. Windows Explorer is a graphical command shell. By entering CMD, in start, run for example, you're telling the Windows command shell to execute the command CMD, which itself is actually another command shell, but command line based rather than graphical. Similarly, chkdsk is not doing any kind of check on whether you use CMD or CMD. All chkdsk knows about are the parameters you pass to it, which in this case are x/f and /r. As for chkdsk fixing capitalization, I'm not really sure what you mean there.
I suspect the question asker's claim that chkdsk.x is fixing capitalization in some files is actually prompted by the message from chkdsk that occurs under some circumstances, correcting errors in the uppercase file. Basically, this results from a Windows XP version of chkdsk.x running against an NTFS volume that has been formatted in a later version of Windows, as described in error message when you run chkdsk.x on a Windows XP based or on a Windows Server 2003 based computer, correcting errors in the uppercase file. The upshot is that this is really not an error, and has nothing to do with case sensitivity.